Such a warm day. I'm doing laundry and then hopefully we're meeting up with Lag. I'm going for a swim with them. At least there's a nice breeze because we can open the windows on both sides. There's a construction site really close by and they're making so much noise. We're waking up from it in the morning because we sleep with open windows because it's so warm. We just did our first laundry in the house. I don't know if we have enough space for it all. Just a lot. I almost want to wear a wet shirt because it's so warm. I think I need a glass of water. I think I put in too much water, maybe. Good news is it should dry really quickly, all of this laundry in this hot weather. I've never filled this up more than it is at this moment. Oh. Men en genbrugsbutik. Den ser meget genbrug.
Nej, det ved jeg da godt nok heller ikke.
Godt nok.
Jeg synes faktisk, det er meget fint at shoppe. Det er meget rart, at jeg altid skulle bade.
Ja. Det var virkelig lang tid siden, jeg har badet.
Ja. Jamen, jeg kan også godt lide at bade.
Det ved jeg godt. Recently I found these plants in the garbage outside. Actually, they were just sitting in a compostable baggy. They're supposed to be thrown out, I think. But I picked them up and I planted them all. 3 of them I've already planted and they're doing pretty well. This one didn't have any roots, so I put it in some water and it's been a few weeks now and it has a lot of roots, so I'm just going to pot it now. Usually they're a little bit expensive, so it was really fun to just find like 4 plants for free in the garbage on the street. But I found a lot of good stuff on the street lately. Little street rascal. So many roots. I mean, it's a little bit tiny, but I think it'll do for now. I have this one terracotta pot in this size. That's all I have right now. Actually, I found a plant. I bought a plant yesterday at a thrift store and it came in a really ugly gray plastic pot and I replanted it into this. I hope it's okay with it. It's got so many tiny little new leaves coming. I love my home. I love sitting here. I love being home alone also. I'm an only child, I'm an introvert, okay? I'm trying to figure out how to get the curls in my hair to stay. Because they appear after washing and then they fall out throughout the day. They're usually really good in the complete back. I think the top layer has been sun damaged, so it's not as curly. And then the parts here in the actual bag are very bouncy. Gorgeous. But it's gonna be gone so soon. We have to enjoy our time together. I showed this guy way back in my summer haul. He's still kicking. Decorative little piece. Right now he's keeping company with the new plant. I have a whole collection of miniature products. Laundry detergent. Deodorant. Toast. There's even sunscreen. More toast, more detergent. Ooh, and squeeze pouch. Steel cutouts. And an instant coffee. And a shower gel. Adorable little pieces of plastic. It was a supermarket chain that gave these out with every purchase for a whole while. So now I just have a little collection. I think I have a mini deodorant in my bag. I'm just looking at this box because I'm trying to fix this jade facial roller. There's this is just plastic, so I'm afraid that that's gonna break first of all. And then there's this plastic bit inside of here that fell out over here. So now it just pops out way too easily. It's way too loose in here. So if I apply any pressure, it pops out. So I'm just gonna use a hot glue gun to maybe try to fix that. Right now the one that's in there is glitter glue, but I think it should be fine. I think it works. I have to attend a lecture in 30 minutes. Kind of just want to bring it, just sit and roll my face. I've been meaning to do this for so long and it took no time at all. Do something that you're procrastinating or I'll hot glue gun you. Outfit check. I bought this shirt in a thrift store in Berlin and it was pretty cheap and I need to change it because it has this embellishment. It had it on both sides. I just removed it. I thought I would wait until I could film it, but then I got impatient and I wanted to try removing them. And so these ones are pretty easy to remove and these as well. But there is like residue of the glue and also a print for where it's supposed to go on the shirt. But I think from a distance you kind of can't tell that much. And then there are these and they're really fused with the fabric. I think I would destroy the fabric by trying to remove it by just like picking it up with my fingernails. But I think that boiling some water and pouring that over might help release the glue. So that's what I'm doing right now. And it really is a cute little tie-dye shirt. I like the colors, I like the size. It's a fun, soft v-neck. But I haven't worn it yet because I think it's so ugly with these. Yeah. Tiny little project that I have been putting off for so long because I wanted to document me doing it, and I think I wanted it to be part of like a thrift haul and then a thrift flip, but now I'm just gonna integrate it in something else because that's too much. Now we've only got the reflective parts left. If I use an iron, I can get it off. I found someone who had a leftover supply of this yarn that I just found at a thrift store a while back and then used for a sweater that I didn't have enough of. But I googled the name. These aren't in production anymore, but they were still sold at a web shop. That should be enough for the collar and the sleeves. I really hope it is. Often I Google old yarns that I've thrifted and they're not sold anywhere. It's this sweater. I intended to document the process, but then I brought it along with me on a trip to my boyfriend's parents' home, and I did all of this part in one night, like in a dark corner while we were watching Men in Black. And I just didn't want to film it, actually, and it didn't make sense to film it. It was dark. It has been such a long time since I have knitted a raglan sweater that I honestly forgot how to do it in terms of the increases here. At first I only did one increase on one side of the stitch, and I luckily remembered the next round that I had to do both. You can forget how to knit. Thomas is home for the weekend, my boyfriend. So I don't know what to do. I mean, of course I have to study. I want to do a lot of stuff. I almost have too much I want to do. I have these cookies I want to bake, cranberry licorice cookies that we bought the main ingredients for. I think we have everything we need. This one's fun. I want to clean out my microwave because it's a little nasty and it's pretty easy to clean. You just microwave water with vinegar and lemon in it, and then you swipe all the surfaces. It should work. I have a dream to go to this pretty far away thrift store. Opening hours for thrift stores are shorter in the weekends. So it would be under a tight deadline to make it up there. But I kind of really want to do it. I want to find a digital camera, although I already have some. I want to replace one that I had that I loved so dearly, and I got sand into the lens. And my dad helped me fix it, but then we were not thinking it through, and we were fixing it and opening it up on an open surface, and it fell in between some floorboards outside on the patio. And just like a small part that now means the camera's useless. Yeah, it did shock me quite a few times, the electricity, which I really hated, and I cried almost every time. It was very uncomfortable. But I really miss it. It was such a good camera. It was really small, so handy. It had 2 gigabytes of data on the SD card that came along with the camera, and the camera was really inexpensive. A lot of the time at thrift stores, these old people volunteering there, they think what they've got is the shit, and they all price it at way too high of a price point, in my opinion, for an old camera. Everyone has a smartphone these days. There's a way higher megapixel count on these than on old cameras. I know that maybe now there's a demand for them because people crave that nostalgia. But still, like the thing in itself should not be priced at 200 Danish crowns. I think that's too much. But that's my goal, is to find furniture even though we don't really need any, but I just want to look at cool furniture and maybe buy some. Oh, and I need terracotta pots for my plants and future plant projects, and old cameras. I did buy this old mirror, 3-part mirror that folds up like saloon doors. So this is, I'm the mirror. These are also mirrors. I found it at a thrift store. I was like, there's no real like obvious place to put this at the apartment, but I just really love it. It's old and wonky, and like you can see the mirror image kind of bulges a little bit in some places. So naturally I just had to get it. It's like a piece of furniture on its own. And I kind of imagined putting it on the floor and placing something beautiful in the middle, so you had like 4 versions of it in 1 real and 3 reflections. And I carried it all the way home. And me and Thomas were talking about, like, these boxes actually have the right dimensions to place when tilted and place it underneath the mirror, and then you have like it elevates the look a little bit. It makes it look a little less temporary, like you just put it away, like had to, yeah. I really like the way they are here vertically as storage for kitchen stuff. We have our toaster here. This is for bread. This is just a decoration. I get the feeling someone brought this home from a trip to Greece or Italy. I found 2 of these at a thrift store, and I gave one to my grandmother because this is right up her alley. And I think it's a very poetic little bird friend. And we have this ceramic bowl that we use for popcorn mainly, with these great little flowers in there, and it's very rustic and it's very beautiful. It just has a bee on the bottom. So shout out to Bee for making this. It is one of my favorite things to have unpacked again from all of my stuff. I got so excited when I saw this. So this one's out here because I want to look at it. Long story short, I just don't want to repurpose these because I like them here, but I would like a similar function of these for the mirror, which is right now on the bedroom floor. Thomas joked that I'm a hoarder of mirrors because I did find 2 mirrors on the street that I brought home and that we actually have in this room. One of them is right there. I like looking at myself. I'm a Libra. I'm cooking right now. Look at this block of spinach. It's actually really pretty in here. I just mashed the IKEA meatballs and I'm boiling some pasta. I'm gonna add, I forgot the word for food. I haven't worn this jacket in a while. This is my going thrifting outfit. I think it's actually warmer outside than I think it is. I'm wearing my Uggs, so I might get warm.
شیشه‌ای هست اینجوری فشار میده.
Just came back from the thrift trip. What? What? Oh, you want a thrift haul? Oh, you really want a thrift haul? Well, I guess I have to comply. Like, I can't not show you if you really want to see what I bought. I'll do it for you. For you. Okay, I only bought one piece of clothing. The rest is like interior stuff and books. So I found this soap dispenser. It needs a good clean, but it is glass. I have this Dr. Bronner's lavender soap that you don't need to use a lot of, and so I thought it would be better to have this type of dispenser for it instead of the big bottle where you turn it on its head and you end up taking too much of the product. I've been on the lookout for one, but I just thought all of them were really ugly. I found this pair of sunglasses. Probably no UV protection in them though, but they look really cool. For me, they're right on the edge of being too big for my face. I feel like my face is pretty small. Sometimes kids' glasses almost fit better than adult glasses. I found this mug, which is the binary equivalent to a mug that my boyfriend has, and I thought that was kind of fun, and also it kind of exposes like a weird, very interesting gender roles enforced through these mugs. His one says, "To the fresh boy," and this one says, "To the sweet girl," and it has a girl feeding her bear, and on the boy mug it has a boy who's fishing. So we're seeing some early indoctrination into the cis-hetero society, you know? And I wanted to support that through this mug. No, I just thought it was funny to have, I just basically wanted to show my boyfriend, and then I just bought it. Speaking of my boyfriend, I bought him these. The word is just jumping balls. But that's not the word. It's gotten hard, so it's not good anymore. Maybe all of them have. But this one says musling, which is a mussel, but it's also a nickname. Very loving nickname that sometimes my mom calls me this. I think all of these are bad, actually. I think they've all gone really bad. Oh, I thought you could use these, but they're not. There's no bounce to them. It's a bummer, but I'll find something to use them for. They weren't that expensive. Maybe this one maybe works. This one looks really whack. It looks like a bloody eyeball or something. I thought the whole bag was kind of appealing. Oh, this one works. The mussel one works. As I mentioned, I was looking for terracotta pots for my plants, and I found this one, but it almost looks like a bowl because it's glazed on the inside. And I'm a sucker for dark brown glazing. Like, I almost want to serve food in this, but I think it's, with this ridge, it looks like a pot, and I need some, so. And then I found this size, which could potentially be the new home for this one, but I kind of want to keep it in this one. So I found those two. So mission sort of accomplished. I found this one. It's just a tray, a wooden tray, but I thought it would maybe be pretty to put stuff into, like display-wise. And I got this for free because I couldn't figure out the category to put it into, so thanks. Then I bought this, a palette knife, because we only have one in metal, and I thought it was very pretty and sleek. I'm not sure, I just found it very appealing. Maybe it's kind of silly. Then I bought this cute little bowl. I have a lot of bowls, but whenever I'm serving something with a lot of bowls, like Vietnamese spring rolls, where you have a lot of chopped up ingredients that you combine, I always find that I need more bowls. So, and this one's very simple in the design on the inside, and then the outer design is a little cluttered. So, and then we have this little bowl. that I just thought was so cute, and it chipped on the edge and someone has repaired it with a color. Yeah, just for small stuff. Like, do you want 6 cashews? Here you go. Then I found this glass vase for flowers. I just thought it would look nice. It's kind of simple enough and graphic enough to be within my taste range. For these glass vases, they're often a little too much. Nice sound. Then I bought some candles. These are hand poured by the volunteers, I think, which is pretty cute. And I really like the colors, yellow and this. I think these are just the right size for some of the candle holders that I have for non-regular candles, unlike this one. She did it, folks. I found a camera. And it was inexpensive. It's a pretty new camera, so you can use up to 8 gigabytes of SD card in here, which if you've tried using old cameras, you might know that some of them have very low capacity for SD cards. So, and it was 35 Danish crowns, which is near nothing, especially since it came with a battery charger. There's no SD card in here, but it's not a problem. I have several. I'm so happy. That was my main mission, and it was actually in the same store that I found the other one that I mentioned earlier in. So it was almost meant to happen. I really hope it works. Big sweatshirt. I like the color. I like how big it is. I like how soft it is. It's kind of a very warm gray. I thought it was brownish at first. And then lastly, I have a lot of books. I'm running out of time on my SD card, I can see, so I'm getting like flustered talking efficiently enough here. I found an Arctic Monkeys CD. I'm expanding my CD collection because I'm on the wave of physical media. This one is a very beautiful 80s book about the centaur, mythical feet. The centaur, mythical figure in Greek mythology. This one is about authentic carpets, and it's very cute. It has this fold-out map. I'm a sucker for old books like this, especially when it's about a craft. And then I bought a bunch of books from the same book club that I kind of started out buying them on accident from the same book club. I just picked out books that I wanted to read based on the cover, and then I found out all of them were from the same book club. And so now I've gotten really good at spotting them. And they usually have a nice font, and they usually have beautiful artwork. They have a paper cover, and then also a beautiful cover on the inside. So no buying new books for me until I read all of these, I guess. That was this haul, actually. That was everything I bought. It was very heavy, but I'm really excited about it. Really excited about everything. Oh, and I've also, this one is about weaving with your fingers, and this one is about weird animals. It feels like a children's book for older children that I would find at my grandparents' place. Has really beautiful illustrations. I'm a sucker for old things. I should be banned from thrift stores. I can't reach. Ah. We're moving this one over here. I thought I couldn't get this out, but there we go. I'll just Perfect. Okay, it needs a little more soil, so I'll go out and get that. But look how much more elevated that looks. In my opinion, I prefer this a lot. And I think it just matches everything in my home a lot better. So. Hi! So, as I guessed, these fit perfectly in here. Which is just... I thought I wouldn't have a candle holder for them, but I do. And it's one that I really like, and this is the last one I have of that size, so...
Did you read over my OSUSA tonight?
You got it. Go Bucks.
Mom, listen to my audition for the musical review. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting.
Danny, you have to give the nurse your extra EpiPen.
I know. Mom, listen to this part.
I have to go to work, but I know you're gonna break a leg.
Why is Mom always working?
Because she tries to save everyone.
Hey.